a cold night when Mark saw his whole family being murdered in front of his eyes. He didn't know what to do other than stand back and scream as quietly as possible. The two murderers were mad, tall, and looked angry. The bridge looked scarier than it had ever been. Mark wasn't sure what to do other than put both of his hands on his cheeks and hide while being terrified. He was thinking that he was going to be next, and his life will soon be taken away, just like the rest of his family's. Then he heard footsteps coming from beneath him. He was hoping that the bridge was just making weird sounds, when all of a sudden something came up from beneath him and sucked him under the bridge. Mark was even more terrified and started screaming louder than he has ever screamed before. The two characters in the background are the murderers that tortured and murdered his family. They are the ones that pulled him under the bridge and were coming after him to finish the whole family members. If that wasn't just a nightmare for Mark, then his head would have been chopped off into little pieces with those two men's strong hands, just like the rest of his family's head. And the settings of the story was the bridge of Los Angeles. It was a beautiful bridge with an amazing view of the clean river. The perfect place to go watch the sunrise and the sunset. Most families and couples went there. It was a place filled of love until the murder happened on the rainy day. Everything changed, and everybody that sees the bridge talks about that night. Since the murder happened, nobody had been there. That day is the dark and scary story that is told from generation to generation.